Hi everyone, I'm Joey and I have some really fun cards for you today with a set called Charming Duck Pond. Isn't it cute? We're going to make 3 cards with it and let's just go ahead and get going. I'm going to turn my camera down, so I'm going to click a toolbar here and then I'll go upside down, but then you'll be right side up. There we go. And let me get you kind of down where I think the camera should be, and then I've got my iPad here, as well, so I can see what you're seeing. Get that pulled up. While I'm getting that all going, let me know if you're watching. Let me know where you're from, and say hello. Even if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, the replay, I always love for you to say hi, and I always come back and comment oh gosh, I can't get my computer to come up. I always come back and comment if I miss you the first time around. Okay, looks like I've got everything kind of out of whack. I did my last time using my camera, and all my setup here was to make a reel. So that changes how the configuration of my stand is, and just kind of, anyway, that's what happened. Sorry about that. This is what we're making today. So we'll get the projects going, but I just want to let you know that to my email subscribers, I'll send out the project sheet for the cards that we're making today. Oh, it looks like I've got all my lights on that I shouldn't have on. I forgot to turn off my overhead lights, but we're just going to go with it because I don't want to get up and do it. I had them off earlier and then I absentmindedly turned them on. Anyway, so on my project sheets that I send out, I have the photos of the cards, the product list, and then the dimensions of all the pieces of cardstock, what you need. So that will go out later this week to my email subscribers. I'm sorry I wasn't live yesterday. Today is Thursday. If you're watching live, and I usually go live on Wednesday. Oh, hi Jamie, and Diane's on. Oh, good. So I am coming up, so that's good to know. I usually go live on Wednesday, and I was working. I was working long days, actually making swap cards for the new online exclusives that are coming out. I'm getting all my bits out here. So we have I forgot how often, every 2 or 3 months we have, well, okay, let me show you what we're working with, and then I'll finish about working on my swap cards. So this is the set we're working with, the stamps. I know I showed that earlier. And then these are the dies, these fantastic dies. This one makes like a window for your little duck pond. This is so fun, you guys. I didn't necessarily think I needed a stamp set and dies with ducks, but it's just so cute, and all the suite of products that go with it are really cute. And it's 2-step stamping, and I know I'm not going to do a lot of 2-step stamping today. I'm going to do coloring. I'm trying to get out of the glare in the camera, but you can see that this is the filler for this outline of the duck. This is the filler for this outline of the duck. This is the inside for this little frog, the filler, and then the little duck also, and then this is the little duck's beak and feet. This is the one of the larger duck's beak and feet. They're all on one stamp, and the same for this. So, and then the lily pads as well. So cottontails. So this goes with this. And I'm not actually going to do very much 2-step stamping today, but I will show you some cards that were made with using the 2 steps so that you can see how that works. There was a lot to show with this card, well, with this suite, and so I'm not going to be able to show everything, but I hope I show you enough that you can get a good idea if you think it would be fun for you to have or not. We're going to start with a 2 3/8 inch circle that I've already punched. So I use this punch for this circle. And hi Maggie. Oh, and Jackie's on too live. Oh good, maybe Thursday is a better day. I know I've talked with you about this before, that I go on Wednesday, and more of you say it's easier to find me or watch me on Thursdays. My issue with Thursday is that it's my in-person class night 1 to 2 nights a week. Not a week, a month. So I'm just really concerned about trying to do my Facebook Live because it is a full class for you as well online, and then do my in-person class in the evening. That's why, but I still think about how can I make that work while I still have people coming into my house. All right, we're gonna go ahead and what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the embossing of this piece. So this is Pretty in Pink. It measures 3 3/4 by 5. And I wanted to show the embossing folder. So this is the embossing folder. It is called Layering Florals, and I want the flowers go, I feel like the flowers go this way. You know, they're kind of random. They go a lot of different ways, but I kind of like the way they look going this way. So I'm lining up my cardstock. There's a line here on the embossing folder itself, and I'm lining up my cardstock with that line. Might not look straight, but it doesn't really have to be straight for this particular embossing folder. Some embossing folders have a more distinct pattern that you might want to make sure you line up perfectly. This one isn't one of those. So for this, when you're using our die cutting machine, now you guys, this machine is 10% off this month only, and it is a fabulous die cutting machine. We had a great one before with the Big Shot, but this is even better. It's very smooth. It doesn't take a lot of effort to crank it through. When you're putting your embossing folders through, just make sure you put the folded end going through first. That pushes out any air that's in there and helps protect your embossing folder. And then put your gray plate, this is number 4, put that on top of your stack here, like so. Anyway, the story of my not coming on Wednesday yesterday was that I sign up for swaps with other demonstrators. So what that is that we each pick one set from whatever, the new annual catalog, the new online exclusives, the new mini catalog, or whatever is coming up that we can pre-order, because as demonstrators we can pre-order the month before customers can. Hi, Kathy. Oh, yay, you found me. So we have new online exclusives coming for you in July. So we can order now in June and start preparing our samples and getting ready to share the new things with you. To me, this, okay, squirrel, to me this looked like a lily, but maybe this is a different flower. I don't know. We're gonna go with it as a lily because we're doing Lilly Pond Lake. It's the name of this whole suite. This is one of the gorgeous papers. I got these papers, the designer series paper, at On Stage, which is an event that Stampin' Up offers all demonstrators. It was so fun. It was in Texas this year. Anyway, they give away prizes. They have what's called Prize Patrol, and my number was this paper, the Lilly Pond Lake paper, and I was so excited. The colors in it, we couldn't pre-order this stamp set and dies, but I thought the colors were just really gorgeous. So I was excited about it. There's a pink gingham in here. We're going to use that today for part of our card. I'm kind of being random here. If you've watched me before, you know that that's not too unusual. Let's take our card base before we get that going, and let's go with folding our card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm scoring it. I scored it at 4 1/4. And then I always put a piece of white on the inside if it's a dark colored card. And this measures 4 by 4 1/4. We might stamp something on this once we get the front of our card done, but for now I'm just going to get it filled in here. Anyway, I was excited to see this set when it came out because I already had the paper for it. So as I said in the beginning, I didn't know, will I use this? It's cute, but ducks, I mean, okay, you know, there's a question there. But they're so cute, and the paper's so cute, and the dies are so cute, and they work so well together that now I'm sold. I've been working with it now. I've done 2 classes with it. Well, this is my 2nd class. I did it for my team. I'll show you my team cards too when at the end of the video. So stay tuned and don't leave. And I'll show you all my team cards and then my other swap cards I got with this. So this is a very simple card. This is an easy template for you to do. You know, just do your layers like I did, 3 3/4 by 5 and then 4 by 5 1/4, or you can use any size you want. Do 2 punch circles, one stamp the greeting on it. Wait a minute, I'm gonna lower that just a little bit here and come up like this. Okay, this is gonna have dimensionals, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my dimensionals. Anyway, back to my swap cards. So I was late getting signed up. I was looking at the online exclusive. They were available to us, I think it was maybe the 5th of the month or something like that. And usually I've got my order in the first day, at the latest the 2nd day that we can order. And I was just trying to decide what I was going to use them for, because we're not too far away from our upcoming holiday mini catalog. But we are still, it doesn't come to you until September, so we're still a little bit of a ways away. All right, now we're going to do a little technique here. I need to grab some scrap paper, and then we're going to die cut some little flowers to match our paper. Let me get those. So in your dies, you have this, it's a double, well, it does 2 flowers at the same time. We're going to actually go through 2 of those, or die cut, I should say die cut 2 of those. We'll put those aside. Let me go ahead and grab my die cutting machine again. Now, if you haven't ever seen die cutting before, this is your base plate, and all of this comes together in your order with your machine. So all the plates that you need to do die cutting and embossing. This is a very old plate. I don't even know how it actually got up on my desk, but I have several plates floating around here. Anyway, I know I'm getting distracted. So the card swaps. So I was late getting my order in, late for me, and finally decided I would do a Christmas in July class. So then I needed a Christmas set. We're going to do another set of these guys, these little lilies that go with our embossing folder. I'm going to set these to the side on my little tray over to the right. So I thought, all right, I almost always do a Christmas in July set, so I'll get that. And then there's a new suite called Golden Greenery that I bought that has designer paper and designer series vellum paper and a gorgeous stamps and et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, that's what I ended up buying. And then I tried to not buy, I don't think I actually bought anything else. So I got that, but I did actually at that point pay for 2-day shipping, because then I felt like I need to get these cards made and out so my people can know what's coming up. But I also had signed up for a card swap, as I said, and I signed up for 2 groups, and then I had to make 16 cards for each of those each of those groups. I'm going to grab my Pretty and Pink. We did this, I don't know if it was just last week, but we did this recently where we brushed on some color. I'm going to brush on some Pretty and Pink ink at the bottom of my lily pads. Now they're pretty tiny, so we'll see how this goes, because I'm going to need to hold on to them while I brush them. But I'm dabbing or kind of rubbing on my ink pad. I don't want it too strong, so I'm going to kind of do what we would call stamping off. If I was using a stamp, we would call it stamping off. So I want the color, can you see? It's going to be really subtle on the camera. I want the color mostly at the bottom of my lilies, just to give that little bit of depth. Let's come this way. Anyway, long story longer, the deadline for my cards arriving to the swap hostess, we send them all to one person and then she swaps them out for everybody and sends them back to us. Well, this is a short turnaround because we could only order like the first week of this month, and then the swap cards were due, they're due next Thursday. But I wanted them out by today, this Thursday, because just to make sure they got there. I send them priority mail, but anymore, that doesn't really mean anything. I'm kind of blithering on and on about this. I'm not sure why. Most of it to say that that's why I wasn't live yesterday, because I even had to have my friend come and help me. My sweet friend Kim came and helped me finish my cards, package them up, and I just couldn't get my Facebook Live done yesterday. I had my cards, well, I did have my cards done. I knew what I was going to make. But so thank you so much for all that to say. Thank you so much for showing up today. I just really appreciate you guys. I do this because I enjoy interacting with you over stamps when possible. And showing you things. I like to show you things because when I'm buying something, I almost always on Amazon, I go down to the videos that customers have. Where's my other one? Here we go. I'm rolling up mini glue dots on this. I wanted the cattails to kind of be free and not be stuck down to the cards. So that's why I'm just putting mini glue dots in kind of some strategic places. And then I'm going to just stick them, let's see, I want these to kind of look like they're the same clump. So, and I need room for a bow, so we'll go over, yeah, just like, kind of like that. Now my glue dot is showing there, so I'm just tucking it in with my finger. And then I've got another one there. So you can see that they kind of stick up a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I like that. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, now I'm going to take mini glue dots and put them on the bottom of these little lilies. I also wanted to share this bundle with you. I was really hesitating of what, this was on my calendar. I send out my calendar of what I'm going to show on weekly Facebook Lives to my newsletter list, and this is what I put for this week. I do put a disclaimer that I might be changing what I'm doing on my Facebook Live. It's subject to change. I think that's what I write on my calendar. But and the reason I'm going through all of this is because these are not available right now. And I even as late as this morning, I thought, should I figure out something else to do with my Facebook Live? Because, oh, there's that flower, it stuck to my finger. You can't purchase this right now, but maybe you have it. And let's get some dots on here. Or maybe you will just take the ideas I'm showing you to use with something you do have, even if you don't have this. It is supposed to be in, my friends, July 1st. And I know you're probably saying, well, July 1st is after the sale is over, because all of our bundles are on sale, in case you didn't know that. All of our bundles are an extra 10% off. They're already 10% off, but Um, they're an extra 10% off. So Stampin' Up! Rarely does that, and it's on all bundles, online exclusives, anything that we have available in bundles. You can get the extra discount on it. So all that to say, these are the dappled dots. I think these are in adhesive backed dappled dots. These are called, and they're in the 3 colors of, I think it's crushed curry supposed to be. This is stuck on here, but I think it's supposed to be crushed curry, and then this says pretty in pink, and then this is, I think this is gray granite. It's either gray granite or pebble path, but it looks really pretty with all this paper. These are really cute. I don't know if I can get this close enough for you to see. Oh yeah, you can see the dapples on it. So hopefully that's helpful. They're really fun. They're interesting, and while they don't add sparkle, they do add interest, because those little dapples, whatever they are on there, they really do show up. So I think we're done. Oh no, we need a ribbon. We need a bow here. So I'm here, my friends, today with this stamp set, showing you something that you can't purchase right now. Well, I should say this bundle that you can't purchase right now. Anyway, I hope you can still use the ideas, and the bundle will be available. They're saying July 1st. So I would, if you want this, I would definitely check before July 1st, because lately things have been coming in early. Let's get a bow. Whoop, we need our bow on this yet. Still blithering on about this stamp set not being available. But I had worked really hard on my cards, put a lot of effort on them. It took me a lot of time coming up with my cards. I don't know why. I had ideas that didn't work out. Do you ever have that happen? Where you think, oh, I'm going to do this with this stamp set, or this bundle, or these dies, and it's going to be really cute. It's going to really, I love my idea. And then you go to do your idea or several ideas, and you're like, this isn't cute. I don't know. Am I the only one, or is anybody with me on that? And I don't know why I struggled. I love the paper. I think the stamp set's super cute. I don't know. I just wasn't coming up with anything I liked. I can show you where I tore a whole card apart. I was thinking, no, I'm going to take this off and change it. And I finally, it's still sitting actually over on my desk to the right. I might grab it in a minute so I can show you what I'm talking about. But anyway, the point of that is that I did spend a lot of time coming up with my ideas. Sometimes I just have to walk away, honestly. I get where nothing seems to be working out, and I'm frustrated with it. And let's see, we need to move that dot because we need it to show. So usually I do my dots last, so I should have done that. This is pretty in pink ribbon, bordered ribbon. No, is that it? Pretty in pink. You need to know what things are called, because that's the only way you find them online, which is why I do my tutorials for you. So the ribbon is pretty in pink. It is bordered ribbon, that was right. Bordered ribbon for $7.50. I don't think I showed you the spread in the book. Let me grab the catalog so you can see the whole suite, because I'm not pulling out the DSP and all of that. But if you have a catalog, it's on page 45 of your catalogs. If you don't have one and you want one, let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator, I'd be happy to get a catalog to you. But these are the samples they show in the book. Super cute. We're going to make a card that's kind of like this. Not exact. Well, no, it's not actually like that at all, now that I look at it. But a lot of cute cards. And as I said, the paper is really adorable. You're the same way too, Maggie. And oh, this card is beautiful without the ducks. True, this is not the. I didn't use ducks, and that's cute even without it. And you like it, Julie. You thought out of the box with it and didn't use the ducks. So I didn't even think about that, honestly. I didn't think about, I'm not going to use ducks on this so they can see this is versatile. I don't know. Well, I was trying to make an easy card. My point of this was take a punch out your white piece, punch out a piece of DSP, put your greeting on, put your frou-frou on, whatever, a die cut, or, you know, you could put anything on it. And it's easy. And if you want to use an embossing folder, this is a pretty fast and easy card. But I'm happy for you to feel like, oh, if I buy that set with the ducks, I don't really even have to always have the ducks on it. All right, now I've got a lot of bits here for my second card. Just letting you know, if you put an order in this week using this host code for $40 or more, you'll get the parts for each one of these cards. If you put an order at $50 or more, you'll also get an embellishment. Or if you prefer, I could send you a small blending brush. You'll just have to let me know. I'll send an embellishment unless you let me know you'd rather have the blending brush, because I have blending brushes that I could give you too. So in your kit, so this is how your card kits will come. You'll come with a card base. And this card, this is what we're making. So this card will come with this piece of 4x4. That's what we're going to die cut this out of. It'll come with a blue piece to put in back, like this shows. It'll come with these two strips of 1 DSP, and then just to take them. I always want to call this take them with teal. It's pretty peacock. We're going to color some ducks. And it'll also come with this piece already die cut. Now, anything that is part of the bundle won't be done for you, but any part that isn't part of the bundle will be done for you. All right, so before we do our die cutting, let's go ahead and let's color our ducks. I did color one already, so one is ready to go, and I just wanted to give you a little idea of, I kind of took the paper in mind and just used colors in the DSP as opposed to making these realistic ducks. I don't think this is a set for realistic ducks, but if you're a die-hard, my ducks need to actually look like ducks in nature, then you're probably not going to love my coloring. But that's the beauty of it. You can do it any way you want to. This duck, see, I didn't get his feet stamped, so we're gonna, well, I have you looking at a hot mess here. I don't like that, looking at my screen. Let's get this picked up a little bit. We'll put that off and bring it out later. And there, that's better. I don't like you having to look at a big mess here. Let's go ahead and color this little duck. It's going to have a bright green head. This is granny apple green, I think. Pretty sure. And then he's also, or she, I don't know. I don't know how to tell he's in, oh, I bet this is a guy because he has that collar. Anybody know if you have that little collar right there, if that means you're a boy? I don't know. I do not know animals, my friends. I grew up in the city. I know I could still probably know things about ducks even if I grew up in the city, but I was not a nature girl. I'm still not. I do love animals and I love being in nature, but I don't know anything about ducks. So we're just going to color ducks the color we want them. I'm going to use Smoky Slate. That was, oh, I forgot. His beak, and we're going to say this is a guy. His beak and his feet are peach. This is a new ink color called Peach Pie. And I love the bright colors of this paper. I think that's one of the reasons I really loved it to begin with. I'm going to color just, I'm looking at my sample, I'm going to color just this part with, this is light Smoky Slate, yeah, light Smoky Slate. I'm going to go over to those tail feathers, but I'm not coloring the tail feathers because I just want a lot of color on my ducks. because they're cute and it makes them even cuter. I'm going to take a little Pretty in Peacock and we're going to color his little collar like so. If you haven't liked or subscribed to my page and you're enjoying the video, then I would invite you to do that. If you're watching on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. It's growing. I'm grown past, I haven't been online very long. I haven't had a YouTube channel very long. This is a pool party and I'm just sneaking in a little bit of pool party, but this is dark, I think. And I want the light. Let me grab my light marker. It's right here. And we're going to do a little pool party. Isn't he pretty? He's very pretty. Don't you love these bright colors? I love them. I really, really love them. I think it's why I really like the paper so much. Okay, now we're going to do our die cutting. We're going to die cut this duck. And we're going to die cut our pond background. Let me show you that again. So this is this gorgeous. I wanted to show you this. I could have done this ahead of time, but it's just kind of magical what it cuts out. It just is so cute. It's adorable. And so fun to play with. So this is how we're going to do this, and then we'll get our duck going. So let me grab the die cutting machine. I just did something I really hate watching on videos. I said, this is what we're going to do. And just instead of just showing you what we're going to do, I don't have to tell you. I always prefer people not show, that's just me. That sounds like a crabby person, but I prefer people just go ahead and do it because then I can see what they're trying to show me anyway. So hopefully you still like me, even though I'm telling you is this the right one for this guy? Nope. Looking for the die to match. Time is valuable, isn't it? And I do like to watch various kinds of videos, but I just don't have a lot of time sometimes. So okay, I guess that's enough excuses about why I get crabby when people start showing me all the things that they're going to show me. We'll get off of being crabby. Let's go ahead and get our cute little colorful pretty duck organized, and then I'm going to do this like this. I think it's making me nervous that the duck was too far off of the plate. I don't know if you can see me. Yeah, you can see me. And I'm just kind of centering this background die, and now I'm going to push my plate back so I do cover everything here. And then we'll go this way like so. See how smooth this is, you guys? So if you don't have this machine, if you have the old Big Shot, it works great. It worked. I had more than one. But this, I guarantee you will love it. And you'll see how much more you'll like it actually than your Big Shot. I'm just taking a guess on that because I've heard that from so many people. So if you're an avid crafter, or even a beginning crafter that doesn't have a die cutting machine, but even if you're an avid crafter, seriously think about this, even if you already have a machine, because I think you'll love it. Okay, so let's build our card. I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick here. Well, I don't know if it's a trick, but it's something I had to do for my card. So I want to stamp cattails in the back, so I'm going to just kind of mark here on my background blue. This is balmy blue for my background. It's just a little bit smaller, so it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. No, wrong, Joe. It's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. My square is 4 by 4. And I'm going to stamp some cattails back here, so I kind of want to see where I'm just taking a pencil and I'm just kind of marking where this circle is with just kind of light little marks here. on both sides. So I'm going to see where the top of my circle is and then kind of down here to give me some guidance. You probably can't see it, but it gives me some guidance of where to stamp my cattails. So now I'm going to take this cute little cattail stamp and my Pretty and Peacock ink, and gosh, I keep forgetting about that light, and I want to take it off so it doesn't glare. And then I'm tapping lightly, not squishing down. If you squish down, you actually push ink off of your stamp. And then I'm going to go by these pencil lines, which I realize you can't really see, but I definitely want the bottom of my cattails to be not seen. Does that make sense? I don't want them to look like they're coming out of the air. Let's see how he did. Yeah, kind of like that. Can you see him? And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now, I don't want them super symmetrical, so I'm going to actually try and do this one up just a little bit higher. But again, I can see where my circle is marked there, so I want to be on the left side of that circle so that the bottom, yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, because I didn't want this to show like this. Does that make sense? Where they're just coming out of the blue. I wanted them coming out of my pond. They're coming out of our pond, our balmy blue pond, our cute little pond. Oh, we still need to finish the cattails. You have to put the little tops on them. I'm gonna grab my cleaning pad. I know this looks a hot mess. We sell these stamp cases. They come forward with a pack, and then this is our cleaning, what do we call this? Cleaning chamois? That's not what we call it. Oh, I don't know. It's gone. Sometimes things just fly out of my brain that I know the names of. Like my dog, half the time he thinks his name is Hey You. Okay, now I'm going to stamp. This is the two-step stamping. I guess I am showing you some two-step stamping, although I didn't line up that very well. So I kind of have to look a little closer and see if I can do better. Yeah, much better on that one. So I'm just stamping Pretty Peacock ink again with my cattails on my background. Now I'm going to turn this over. I want to make sure I don't get adhesive anywhere on the inside of our little pond background. So I'm going to, you could use Tombow for this for sure. I'm just going to do this to make it faster. Oh, you know what I did on my card? I lifted this up with dimensionals. Huh. So I think I will go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and grab those just for a little bit more dimension. So never mind. If you do glue it, you just do want to make sure you glue on this piece, not this one, just because that will make sure that you don't get glue inside on your card where you don't want it to be. I'm blithering. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm working on getting better sleep. I'm taking a hot bath every night for 20 minutes before I go to bed. And then in the morning, I'm going outside for at least 20 minutes. They say that helps reset your, what the heck? Your natural rhythm. Now I'm just kind of hoping I'm getting that straight. So you can see that has just a little dimension there. Well, I didn't get it very straight, but that's not going to show, so I don't think I care. Do I care? I don't think I do. Now this is a book fold card. I need to burnish this. So this is a 4.5 by 11, 4.25, wrong, 4.25 by 11. It's a half a piece of cardstock cut the long way. 4.25 by 11. I've scored it at 4.25 and 5.5. Let me double check that. I think I have it on the back of my card. Score 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. That's correct. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this is a really popular fun fold. It's also a very easy fun fold. For this, I am going to take my Tombow liquid glue because I want this to make sure it stays closed. I don't want it to come apart. And Tombow kind of, what I want to say, it fuses the paper together so that it stays the way you want it to. So I'm now just going to kind of spread that out and take my bone folder again. And I think I'll just, for just a few minutes, I'm going to set down a stamp block on that. I haven't checked the comments for a minute, but I will check them. So let's keep going on our getting our bits ready. This is just another piece of the DSP. This is 1 by, what is it? 1 by 3 3/4 inches, and this blue piece is 1 1/8 by 3 3/4. And again, all these dimensions will be on the project sheet that I'll send out to my newsletter people later this week. I send it sometimes Friday, more often Saturday, sometimes Sunday, but usually Friday or Saturday. Since I'm on Thursday this week, I'll probably send it. Did I glue this or just put it there? Yeah, I glued it. Let's go ahead and put this on. I'll probably send it Saturday or maybe even Sunday this week because I'm a day later with my video. All right, I'm just gonna put this on. Now this has to fold, so make sure you don't get into your fold here. It's not going to have very much white. I wasn't pushing it down, but it got pushed down. You're not going to have very much white showing over here. You're going to have about 1/8 from the top and the bottom, but you're probably going to have closer to maybe even 1/16 going this way. Just make sure. This needs to go over just a touch. Probably Tombow would have been better. I could have moved that more easy. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right, let's go ahead and build our little scene here. For this, we are just going to put on Tombow. Not Tombow, Joey. This is called Seal, or Seal Tape Runner. And now I'm going to just center this on the folded part here. And I'm trying to get about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, like so. And then let's stamp our greeting, and then we can actually finish our card because we've got all our bits, I think. We've got all our bits anyway. This is going to be a birthday card, so I'm going to grab the stamp that says Happy Birthday here. And let's go ahead and grab our pretty peacock. I can't see your comments. Darn, I keep turning it on because I'm absent-minded about it. It does help with the light, so I think subconsciously I notice that it's not as bright as it should be. But then I look in the video and I see that it's putting a big, fat, glary circle on your screen. There we go. That's not the greatest stamping I've ever done, but it's homemade, right? It's handmade, so it all makes it better. I'm going to take just a moment while I'm gathering my bits for this and try and locate my comments because my computer screen, like normal, has gone blank, so I have to click the key to try and reboot it. So I'm interested in what you're doing today. I'm doing this, and then later this afternoon, Steve and I have to go sign some financial documents. Not a super fun thing to do. And then we are going to pot some plants. I know some of you people, probably all of you watching, if you're a plant person, you've had your pots out and planted for probably maybe even a month. I do not. my front is done. All my pots in my front are done. Basically, I bought those. I didn't add very much to those. Let's put these guys on. And I have plants for the patio. So in my defense, and we don't have those done. So I'm trying to figure out where I want the dimensional, just so I don't stack a dimensional on a dimensional here. And this guy's gonna be a little bit higher in the cattails. So Steve and I are going to, I told him today's the day. When you get home from work, we're gonna go to our accountant and sign what we need to sign, and then we're coming home and potting those deck plants. So here's what happened. I started to say, here's my defense, which it really isn't a defense. So we bought pots in Omaha. Omaha's about an hour drive away. We really like a nursery there, so a lot of times we do try to go there. See, this duck is telling this duck happy birthday. And squirrel, I know. So we bought our pots. Actually, it's been over 2 weeks ago. So that, that's not too bad. I got home and I felt like they just weren't, I don't know, big enough. They didn't have enough flowers for our pots that we have on our deck. We have big pots, tall on the deck. I don't like this guy here. We're gonna go down a little bit. It's a little dangerous to be pulling off a dimensional right there, but let's try this. There we go, kind of like that. And now I have the baby duck. I've already colored him. We're gonna stick him down here. I brought him home, we put him out. We just set him in our tall pots, and I just kept looking at him through the window because I can see our deck through the window. And went, oh, these just are not, we usually have such beautiful pots on our deck, and our neighbors enjoy them and always remark about them. And I'm like, these are just not enough. I've already tied a bow. This is probably too big of a bow. Let me make this smaller. This is white ribbon with silver. It's called white and silver edged ribbon. I think maybe silver edged and white ribbon. And I'm just gonna use this. Anyway, long story longer, we went back to Omaha. We bought 3 more, no, that's a lie. So Steve went to Omaha. He had both some business meetings plus the College World Series is in Omaha. So different vendors invite him to go and give him tickets. So he's a huge sports fan. Let me cover that light up at least. And I'm just gonna stick this down there. There we go. Let's put some gems on this one. I didn't get gems on my other one, but let's put some gems on this one. So I know you're probably going, you lost me a long time ago in this story. Anyway, I told him what pots I wanted because we had looked at them the first time we were there, and I knew exactly what to get, and he knew what I was talking about. Where should we put gems on here? Let's, there's not a lot of room. Maybe that's why I didn't put any on it. I think we need some gems, so let's just put some over here. Put these up here, and maybe we'll put one more like down here. So he got to the nursery after the baseball game, and he sent me a photo. Are these the ones? I said yes. They have cannas in the middle of the pots, and so he brought home 3 more pots, and we're going to put those in our big pots, and then we're going to I'm trying to find, let's just put the little duck. Well, here's a frog. We've got green, we've got green out here, so let's just do a little frog in the inside. And happy birthday. So we have 6 pots up on our deck. None are actually, 6 plants. None are in our actual pots. I know you guys are saying, good grief, Joey. That's just really not acceptable. Okay, happy birthday. I don't want to cover up my greetings. I'm kind of squinching my bow over a little bit, but let's put something else. Let's do have a lovely day for this guy too. I like that saying a lot, have a lovely day. My mom used to say that all the time. So I said I was going to bring up your comments and I did not do it yet. So here's our second card. Have a lovely day. There we go. Oh, that's cute. I think that's cute. And so here's our 2 cards. Where's my sample? Here's my first one. And this DSP, I just cut strips out of one of the DSP. It had the cattails in it too. I thought that was cute. So there's our book cards. This one doesn't have anything on the inside, but there's our sample. And there's our second card. Let me pull up your comments. If you're watching on YouTube, this is a Facebook Live. So there's chatting. If you were wishing to just watch a video on this, then hopefully you can just scroll ahead on the YouTube channel so that you don't have to listen to all the chit-chatting. All right, I'm looking at your comments. Jackie says, I love you sharing your ideas. I have a hard time being artistic. Well, Jackie, you're a faithful watcher, so I hope I'm helpful. Diane, I was potting today, but it's been pouring rain, so plans changed. I'm finishing some cards. That has been part of the issue too. I'm gonna go with it. It's been too hot. It has been sort of too hot, but we'll get her done tonight, hopefully, or one of these days. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on the potting. So here we have our cute little ducks at the duck pond. So cute, isn't it cute? Happy birthday. Now listen, you guys, this could go to anybody. This could go to a girl, a guy, a teenager, I think all ages. An older person, a guy or a girl, I think. I think that's pretty versatile. The next one may probably need to go to a girl. But let me show you what you get in this card kit. So in this one, when you get your kits from your putting in your order for $40 or more, you're going to get the card base. And by the way, you also get individual envelopes too. Oh, this is not scored right, friends. This is, look, that's not going to work. Let's grab another card base. I have them already cut. Hopefully this one is right. Yes. So you get a card base. You'll get this piece is going to be the mat for this white piece where we're going to build our little scene. Maybe not. It looks to me like you need to cut this bigger. It's really, really skinny. We'll see. But if I need to cut them bigger for your kits, I will cut them bigger. You'll get a circle that's already die cut. Now, for this, I used the, can you see the, yeah, you can see it on the video, the little decorative edge. I used for this one, the Spotlight on Nature circle dies. I don't know if you've seen these, but they're really, really fun. They have decorative, they all have a decorative edge, and they can be used with each other and layered. So I wanted to use those on this card. So that's this piece. You'll get that piece already die cut. You'll get a strip for your greeting. You'll get, let me dump out what all you're going to get here. You will get a little piece of, this is lemon lime twist for your cattails. You will get a little pink Now they won't be die cut for you because you'll need to have your own bundle to stamp and die cut if you want to do your cards like mine. If you want to just use these bits for something you already have, then this is what will come. So this will just be a piece of cardstock. They won't be die cut for you, but I put them in here so you would know what all you're getting in your kit. And then you'll get these 2 pieces of the DSP. They're going to go in the front of our card, but I'll include those. And so that's all that comes in your kit for this card. Let's go ahead and make this cute little card. If I could find my sample, that would probably be helpful. I'm trying to remember, what did I do? How did I do this? Because I don't know what I did with my sample. Oh, here it is. I'll bring this out. Okay, we'll go ahead and score our card base at 5.5. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then our mat is 3.5 by, I don't know, I didn't cut this very well. Is that, can you even see it? I guess you can see it. It's 3.5, this is 3.5 by 4 3/4, I had to think. 4 3/4. Now our pink mat is 1/8 inch bigger, so it's, I have to think, this is 3.5, so it's 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. I probably should have made this at least another 8 inch bigger, but you can see it's pretty skinny. But you can see the pink going all around. I'll cut your mats a little bit bigger than this. I think that's just a tiny bit too skinny. Then we'll go ahead and get down our blue circle. This is, we could probably use that, but we'll go with the blue one, and I'll stick with my original design. And then we're just gonna glue this one down flat. So what about this stamp set? I am curious. Is this one that you would buy and use, do you think? Or you're like, I don't think the ducks are what I'm in for when I'm stamping. I'm just curious to see what you guys are thinking. All right, let's go ahead and build our little, I'm missing, oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. You'll also get a little green piece to cut out your lily pads. Now the one die cuts 2 of these, and then there's another single lily pad die as well. We're going to go ahead and, I have these on mini glue dots just so I didn't lose them. I'm going to just, now this card I saw Melissa Faust make on a video, and she said she got it in a swap card. So I don't know who I'm casing with this card. As I said, I saw Melissa make it, but she said it was a card she got in the mail with her swap. I'm trying to cover up these lights. Well, when I put that there, then we've got this showing. Let's cover up that one. Is that better? There we go. Then it won't glare. So if the creator of this card happens to watch, please let me know, and I will definitely in the comments say whose card this is. And as I said, stay tuned to the end because I do have my other swap cards to show you for some ideas for this. Again, I'm trying to do templates that if you're not into the ducks or you wouldn't make these specific cards, the pieces you'll get in your kit, you can adapt to your other stamp sets and whatever you have at home. You know, that's the creative part of this. All right, I'm going to take, not those are too big. Let's do mini dimensionals on the back of these little lily ponds. No, lily pads, Joe. Lily pads go in the lily pond. All right, so here's these. We're just going to create another little duck pond. Well, hang on here. I think I will put my cattails in first. Let's do the same thing we did with our first one and grab the mini glue dots, and let's just, I'm kind of just squeezing these mini glue dots. A lot of times I use a tool, but I want to squeeze them, so I'm just using my fingers, so I'm just squeezing them right when I take them off, just like that. For me, it's just a little bit more efficient than trying to use a tool and fold them in half with a tool. You can do that definitely, because they do stick to your fingers. So sometimes if you don't like things sticking to your fingers, especially glue dots because they are sticky, then you will want to use your tool to do this. So now I'm going to just put these guys a little bit off. Let's see, let's go up a bit with this one. I like the, okay, so let's go in a bit though. I kind of like when you have elements that kind of go out of your main focal point. Does that make sense? And then this one I'm just going to do slightly lower here. And I'm not going to stick those down too much until I'm pretty sure that they're where I want to. Yeah, I think that'll, whoops. This dimensional shows, so I'm going to take that one off. And then let's go ahead and put this guy. I'm looking at my sample because I like the way my sample turned out. So let's go ahead and do this. I haven't had a chance to look if you've said you would buy a set with ducks in it or not. I have this flower, and I'm just going to take the flower off of this one. I could have die cut another flower, but I saw this that I hadn't used. I had it ready to use on another card, and I didn't use it, so I thought I'll just use that one. Then this is going to kind of sit up here like so on this one. All these bright colors. So this is peach pie, and this is pretty and pink, and then this is granny apple green, and then this is lemon lime twist. So that's all of those pretty and fun, beautiful colors. Now we're just going to take these 3/4 inch. They're quick. Okay, I can't talk. 3/4 inch by. Oh, that's what I should put up. Here's my little mat so I can glue on it. I just took random, this is just a random, one of the Lilly Pond random pieces back there, and I'm going to kind of just stick this under here. Did I get adhesive on it? Yeah, I did. Like straight like this. Our duck's going to go about here, so I'm just kind of building a background scene for our little lily pond and our ducks. Now, hang on, I did this wrong. So I didn't put too much adhesive on this. Don't do this at home, kids. All right, so then we're going to slant this. I love this pink gingham. It's one of my favorite. It's definitely my favorite in this set of paper, and it's definitely a favorite. I'm kind of angling it down. I kind of want these to go at a little bit different angles, and this I'm going to angle up just a little bit like so. These are simply 3/4 by 3, and they're 3 inches because I think someone who did this, well, first of all, it looks nice, that length, but when we do swap cards, we can't use very much paper on one card because we're limited to how much we can order. So where's my duck? I have a duck that I already. Oh no, we might have to stamp another duck. Have you seen it? Well, let's do the greeting first, and we might have to be. How do things disappear? I saw it when we first started getting ready for this, but we might be coloring another little duck. It looks like we're going to. Let me grab my Pretty and Peacock. I swear, you guys, I can lose anything. I think I honestly spent about half of my life looking for something that I just had. Okay, so this sweet little green, isn't the font cute on this? The font is so cute. The whole thing is just so cute. I think it reminds me of maybe elementary school book art. Does that make sense? I'm gonna put this like that. And I want it a little bit longer than my strips. I'm just gonna grab my scissors here and just gonna, I kind of want it just a wee bit longer than my paper strips. Anyway, that's what the artwork reminds me of. So, can I put a big dimensional on here? I'm not sure it'll fit. This strip, my friends, is 3/8 by like about 4. But, so it's very skinny. But it's a photopolymer set, so you can see where you're stamping. So that makes it much easier to get it, your greeting centered on a 3/8 inch strip. Okay, so there we go. I'm so excited. My my swabs went out today. I can't wait to share the online exclusives with you. I want this to go up here. Kind of just right under the lily pads like so. Now, we do need a duck in our duck pond, people. And I just don't see where, I already did one, so it would be, you wouldn't have to spend time watching me color, but I think he has gone to the next duck pond over. Maybe he wasn't a fan of Teddy. Who knows what happened, but he is gone, and there's no use spending a long time looking. I think I used this duck on this card, and that's not big enough. Let's get a bigger piece of scrap paper. Does anybody else spend a lot of time looking for things? Anybody? Anyone out there? Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. And then yesterday, I'm getting ready for next week is my craft along class on Facebook. It will be Wednesday next week. And all those kits went out today for those who are long distance. Anyway, I'm excited about that. Where was I? Oh, so for that group of cards, we used Unbounded Beauty. For those of you who don't know, it's a big set with a lot of flowers in it. It's not this set. This is a zinnia set. But it has a die like this that goes around one of the flowers. It's gone. I don't know where it could possibly be. Where could it be? I've looked in most of my stamp sets that I had out around the time that I was working on those cards. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a clue. I'll have to go back through probably all my current stamp sets that I've used at all and see if I just absent-mindedly put it in one of those. I've done that more than once. I'm just absent-mindedly putting things away and going on to the next thing, and I put something somewhere where it has no business going. And then yesterday, oh, this was really frustrating. So I was making my swap cards with the new Christmas set that I was talking about, the Golden Greenery. Well, the Golden Greenery has some two evergreen bough dies. And I was trying different colors, so I die cut in one color, and then I went to die cut in the other color, and I could not find one of the dies. I spent, no lie, 20 to 25 minutes looking for one little silly stinking die, and you know where it was? It was it was in my adhesive drawer that's part of my desk set up here, which must have been open when the die, it fell. And I had looked all over the floor. I got down on my hands and knees. Teddy was involved in the whole process. But the good news is that I found it. Now, I don't know where my flower outline die is, and my class is next week. So I might be cutting out my flowers next week that flower at least with a scissors. You know, scissors work though, right? But it's annoying when you know you have the product. Who's lost a die before and can't find it? And it's, you know, you just used it. Anybody? I'm gonna color this, and when I'm die cutting, I'm gonna click on the comments and see if anybody can relate to my loss of a die. So annoying. Okay, let me get my dies back out here, and we will get this guy cut. I think this is that one. Yep, that's right. And then, you know, as soon as I'm off of the Facebook Live, I'll find the duck that I lost. The one that we're redoing right now. But they don't take too long to color. That's the good thing about these little guys. And I love coloring with all these bright, fun, sweet colors. All right, let's grab. I think that moved. Oh, we're gonna go with it. Okay, come on. There we go. So I am so happy you're here with me today, because I know when you plan on a day and I don't show up that you're like, what's going on? But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And I think one of you commented to me that you run out of energy before you run out of time. And that has been me most of the time. So that's why I'm trying to do this thing about soaking in the tub at night, and then getting up. And I have actually been walking for my 20 minutes of daylight, which I used to walk, and before that I ran all the time, every day. I was very, very, very diligent. And I got off about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. And I have been a complete couch potato, and I mean that. I just am so tired at night. I feel like in the morning I'm just too tired to... Let's stick this guy closer to the pond, like right there. Look how pretty those colors are. This card just makes me so happy. Again, I'm not the original creator of this card. I mean, the one I saw this similar isn't exactly like it, but this color combination, this whole thing is exactly like the one I saw online. So but I think I would make more of these. And those of you that know me, you know I'm not really a putzer. Whoops, what am I doing here? And this is a putzer. Here. This is a putsy card. There are little pieces on it. You know, these tiny little pink flowers. I probably would have never even used that die had I not seen this card. But don't you think it's so cute, you guys? I mean, seriously, it's the cutest. Now, we've used all the colors here. We could use a bright color, but... And honestly, I use smoky slate. These must be gray granite. I can't find my gray granite markers either. And no, I wish I could blame somebody for this, because I don't know whether we want yellow or orange. Let's maybe actually mix it up with all these colors. And then, should I even do one of this or no? No. Anyway, I don't know. I have gray granite markers. I have markers in every color. So let's see. Let's go with a big yellow one. Maybe down here. We'll call that good. Sometimes enough is enough. I don't have any gems on this card. I like it with the gems though. So there's our little pond card with all the bright colors. Here is our book card, our fancy fold book card. And which one is your favorite, you guys? So you'll have to say one. You can say 1, 2, or 3. This pink is 1, or you can say pink, or you can say, we'll call this one Pretty Peacock, or you can say white. What's your favorite? Now I'm going to pull up the comments because I have not seen one comment for like 10 minutes. So you probably are saying hello or asking questions. Okay, here we go. Kathy likes the cards. Let's see. What else have we got? Kathy's saying, I would have bought it if my father was still living, as he loved to fish and go looking for frogs. Oh, that's a good one, Kathy. You know, my granddad used to take us looking for frogs when we were young, and it was so fun to go with him. I like the pink too, Kathy. Okay, so Julie likes the pink. Maggie likes Pretty Peacock. Oh, Julie, understandable because I have so many projects going on at the same time. Yeah. Julie, I'm getting out paper. I've been printing paper calendars now because I'm adding in a Christmas series, and it's going to be both in person and online. And so one of my Facebook Lives, you guys don't need to know all this because you'll see it, but one of my Facebook Lives is going to be a Christmas card series every month through November. But something had to go. I just told myself, you cannot, and Steve would have just honestly put his foot down. He's concerned that I'm working too many hours anyway. So that's why I'll take out one of my Facebook Lives, and it'll be the same prep that I'll do. That will just be one weekly prep like normal, except people will get a lot more cards for their order. I'll tell you all about that when I get to it. But yes, I cannot add anything to my schedule. Kat K likes the, okay, let me go back here. White. Diane loves the white one. This one. Yeah, Diane, I think this is, I don't know. For me, it's probably between these two because, you know, I love pink, but I just really, really love all these. Kay likes them all, but the pink one is her favorite. And Martha likes these. Kathy likes the pink the best. Christmas, alright, it's the first day of summer. I know, Julie, but honestly, well, I always do a Christmas in July. So I always do that because I have had texts. Alright, let me bring you guys up. I have had 2, I think, texts from people saying when can they order or figure out what's going on for Christmas. Let me take my glasses off because they're so glary. Seriously, I could hold my phone up and show you, and I'm like, I'm so not into Christmas right now. I think that's why I didn't get my pre-order in early. Oh, I was going to show you my other cards. I'll show you my other cards. And I have another customer that always starts in July, always. Now, these are people that send, and actually a third one that I can think of right off the bat. These are people that send a lot of cards, or they give them to an organization to send, but still. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll get started. So now this was my swap card that I copied. This is one I got in the mail that I copied the book fold from. Whose is this? Oh, I don't have her name. And she did put the little frog on the inside. So I can't think. I don't know why I took her out of the envelope. Her name would have been in it. Now this is one my team made. So it's kind of similar to the one we just did. But they got a whole a pack of not half, but a fourth of a pack of the designer series paper. So the background for this one is just the designer series paper, and then we die cut. And here's the little frog. We didn't use him today, but he's super, super cute. This was a little fun fold we did. These are my team projects. So these ducks can be cut out of the paper with the dies. So those two ducks were die cut out of the paper. This is a pretty easy card. Honestly, there's only stamping the circle and die cutting it. Whoops. And maybe I'll show how to make this one coming up. Not next week because we're doing the Unbounded Beauty next week, but, oh, that's upside down. Here was another one my team did. So this shows the die cut duck. I didn't use those today, but there are dies for both the ducks and the little duck that you can just die cut them. You don't have to stamp them. So there's that one. This was another, now this is my team card. Same one we did today, only since my team gets a whole quarter pack of the DSP, then we used it for this card. So same card, or similar at least. Now these are my swap, I have 3 more swap cards to show you. I haven't even taken them out. This one is Lynn Fieldcamp's card. This is her card. She used the DSP, and then this is a fun fold. There, so that's Lynn's card. And here is, this is Kim Williams' card. Kim also used the paper as just a background. Now, she used a lot of DSP on this card because she used, this would take a full 6x6 sheet. So that was really sweet of her to be that generous. Usually that would be a lot of, that would be 15 sheets of designer series paper that she is. This is Kim Vogel's card. I know Kim, I met her in Normandy on the Stampin' Up trip to Normandy. We walked up to a lighthouse together, she and I, and Dawn Bourget, another person. But this is her card. Isn't that cute? This uses a lot of colors we used today on our cards. So that's our duck pond class. That's our lily pad class for today. Your orders have to come in by Sunday night if you want all the kits. Let me see your comments. I can't even read them here. Oh, thank you, Julie. I'm so glad you like them. And honestly, I really just look forward to doing these classes because I get to connect with you. If you're watching on YouTube, you may not want to stay for this talk, but I'm going to talk about yesterday with my friend Kim, who came to help me with my cards. She's on my team. We've been friends for a long time. She was my customer before she was on my team. And anyway, we've known each other for a long, long time. But here's what happened. So she came yesterday and my order was here. So she said, oh, so you got these things on the pre-order. Gosh, that's just so annoying, the glare on my glasses. And she started to talk about what she had ordered. And she had ordered, there's a Halloween set that's coming. There's actually 2 Halloween sets. She had ordered that. She had ordered a couple things that I hadn't ordered, at least on my first order. And then, so she said she got that order in, and then she said, so now I have some other things in my cart. And what I'm trying to say is, when you come and stamp with me, even though you're not stamping with me, I feel like there's a connection between people that just love paper crafting. And that's what I was thinking about yesterday with her. I thought, there's just that special connection about, oh, I got this, but did you get that? Or I'm looking forward, I have this on my list, but I'm going to wait to get it because I got something else, but I've still got my cart going. Does that make sense to you, that banter? To me, it's like, it's the connection between stampers, and I feel like that's what I get here with you as well. And that's one of the reasons, the driving reasons that I push myself to do Facebook Live, because I know I've shared with you before, it's the most time-consuming thing that I do, because there's the photo taking, there's the marketing, there's the emailing, there's the PDF or the sheet, and I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that that's the truth of it. So if I was going to cut out something that would give me a lot more free time, it would be this. But the interaction with you that we share, and the fact that you seem to enjoy what I'm sharing, and you always tell me I really like this, and you seem to be appreciative, that's so wonderful for me. Honestly, it's separate from any sales I might make, because if I didn't have that connection, really, the sales would not be as nearly as important to me. I mean, they're not. I'm kind of blithering. So I'll let you go. But I just wanted you to know how much it means to me that you're here with me. And so I hope I'll see you next week on Wednesday at 12:30. I'll be back the same time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.